Step back into the ring, YouTube heavyweight boxer TJ.Braddock here, and today we're going to be reacting to What Are They Saying in Punch-Out from dual screens. As you know, Punch-Out is widely known for its exaggerated caricatures, and in doing so, the boxers, at least the most of who you face off, they speak in their native tongue. However, the game doesn't provide any subtitles, so you have no idea what they're saying. Unless you know the language by studying it or know it by heart, or you're able to pick up some English terms here and there that's sprinkled in their sentences, you really wouldn't know what they're saying. Well, let's react to this video and find out what their words translate to, shall we? A link to the original video will be down in the description below. Don't forget to slug that subscribe button, chat that like button, and leave a comment down below to get me boosted into the algorithm for a headline fight. And with all that, let's box.
Have you ever been playing a game where they say something in a foreign language, but they don't give you any subtitles or translations for you to understand? Well,
Yeah.
That's what we're here for. Join us today on What Are They Saying in
Punch-Out.
Unlike our last video where we only focused on one language, here we've got 7. So Matt, let's start from the bottom up with the infamous Glass Joe.
Bonjour, bonjour, je suis Glass Joe. Ha ha!
Okay.
Oh boy, right off the bat we got grammatical error. Anyone who's taken a single year of French would know that's wrong. He's literally calling himself a Glass Joe instead of saying Je m'appelle Glass Joe. Hey Nick, remind me what country this game was developed in?
Canada, right?
Correct. And what languages do they speak up there?
English.
I
and
never took French in
French?
school, so
Wait a bare
I
hugging
didn't
second.
know that was
This isn't
a
intentional.
grammatical
Something
error.
went very wrong.
Attention à mon menton, ne frappe pas mon menton. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, KO. Vive la France. Les mains me font mal. Les grandes boxes sont trop serrées.
Oh, quit complaining. You act like you've lost 99 fights in a row. Oh, wait. If you're familiar
Yeah.
with this version of Punch-Out,
I mean,
you probably
100 if
already know
counting
that
the
every fighter
title
has 2
defense.
versions of themselves. Contender and title defense mode. In title
Yeah.
defense mode, they're stronger, faster, or sometimes have completely different moves. But that also means they have new voice lines.
Je viens te chercher. Allons enfants.
I don't think I can pronounce that, so I'm gonna not even try. But apparently, it's the French national anthem.
Alors, t'es en forme?
Yeah, he is.
Liberté. Mon docteur a déclaré que tu es mauvais pour ma santé. Alors ça te plaît? Ma tête est en
Nope.
pleine forme. Mais mon estomac est en bouillie.
Now listen to me. We put a lot of time and effort, blood and hard work into this video, and the hardest trial we ever had to face was losing to Glass Joe.
Yeah. And I don't know if the game was trolling us at the time or they legitimately thought they would try to do that for a completionist. But it says, huh. Yeah.
J'ai gagné!
Let's move on before the shame catches up to us.
It already
Again, give Glass Joe where credit is due. I'm still going to defend the guy. He may be a jobber in terms of gameplay, but the guy really loves the sport of boxing, and I can really appreciate that. And I may be a heavyweight boxer, but I like to spar against him just to see how good his tenacity is.
has.
Next, we got Von Kaiser, and if you were to translate his name, it would be From the Emperor. Now he speaks
Oh.
fairly fast, so pay close attention.
Achtung!
Exactly.
Ich bin eine Kampfmaschine. Mein Name von Kaiser. Kuckuck, Kuckuck. Deine Stunde hat geschlagen. Ich
What was that? Your time has come. Literal translation, your hour has been struck. Thanks, Tom. Huh. That weirdly sounds just as tough.
Ich gehe nach links. Ich gehe nach rechts. Oh, Hilfe!
Come on, come on.
Weitermachen. Wo bist du denn? Mami. Weiter geht's. Oh, oh.
9. Come on, come on. Fight.
Attacke! Ich hab eine Schraube los. Eingefallen. So nicht. Kuckuck. Das ist Boxen, Little Mac, und kein Tantencafé.
Now, Tantencafé is actually a compound word, which means aunt's tea, implying tea time with your aunt.
Ich, deutsche Position. Du, Windmühle.
Why is this sucker always yelling?
Kampfstiefel!
Huh.
Why does he say that? Is his battle cry combat boots? Is he preparing for the almighty three-shoe beating?
Well, don't you know, Nick? Shoes are
Oh, that
really
was a good
dangerous
Ed,
weapon.
Eddie reference.
Now the next fighter.
Yeah, see, I may not understand these languages that most of the fighters are saying, but I'm able to pick up on what they're saying due to some little tidbits of English that they sprinkle in their sentences. It's pretty much like how Taglish work, where you speak Tagalog, but then you like sprinkle in some English sounding like keywords, and you kind of like being able to like cherry pick the conversation and at least get the gist of what they're saying, you know? At least that's my learning phase, because again, not very fluent, but I do know a bit of it.
Your face is Disco Kid, but
Yeah.
Ready for this? Yeah, Disco Kid.
Yeah.
I think you can understand what he's saying.
Rightio, let's move on to the next foreign fighter, King
Oh,
Hippo.
this guy's gonna be hard.
Nick, I don't actually think he says anything of value.
Of course he does. It's just a very intricate and complex language. Like, for example. Alright, bad joke is bad. Let's move on to the actual
Unfortunately,
next fighter,
we
Piston
can't
Hunter.
decipher what he says either.
拙者本堂と申す。
This type of greeting was used by samurai during the era.
I know they changed his name to Piston Hondo for legal reasons, but he'll always be Piston Honda in our hearts.
I mean, hey, even Doc Lewis references his old name.
But before we really start digging into his lines, I'd actually like to bring up his headband, which says Ichiban, which translates to number 1. But
Yeah.
let's rewind back to the NES days, where it says Nippon Ichi, meaning Japan's number 1. However, it's also worth bringing up what he says in between rounds, saying Sushi, Kamikaze, which means Divine Wind, Fujiyama,
Okay.
which is Mount Fuji, and Nippon Ichi,
Oh.
well, we just covered that.
Number 1. All right.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8。
I find it funny that he names food when he gets knocked down.
Well, I guess he's just hungry, Nick. He also, in between rounds, references ancient proverbs.
神道滅却すれば火もまたすぶし、肉を切らせて骨を断つ。虎穴にいらずんば孤児を得ず。勝って兜の尾を締める。どうだ。思い知ったか。
In most Asian cultures, bowing is how you show respect towards others, and in martial arts tournaments, it's how you show good sportsmanship.
抜かった。しまった。やる。遅い。1、2、おりゃ。
Ah, he does the battle cry.
Come on, fight.
Not good enough or not yet, not yet.
Let's move on to Great Tiger. Now, the first few guys we were able to translate because we know people who speak those languages. But we don't know anyone who speaks Hindi, so these are rough translations from the internet.
Okay. I'm Great Tiger.
अपनी ताकत से तुझे आज मिटा दूंगा अभी मैं वहां
I won't say that Great Tiger is strong, but it sounds like he's letting his magic do more of the talking than his actual boxing skills.
तो एक भीगी बिल्ली शेर का सामना करेगी एक दो और फिर उसे मैंने बहुत मारा काम पे जाने का वक्त आ गया अब तुझे दिखाता हूँ तेरा ध्यान कहाँ है ये क्या दाएं से धोखा फंस गया 1 2
I can't get up.
Oh my God.
Come on.
I'm actually worried that he might have a concussion.
अरे कहाँ गया तेरी याददाश्त तो तेज है ना तेरा मनपसंद रंग कौन सा है
Can we please just appreciate how he goes Super Saiyan mid-fight?
आक्रमण आक्रमण
2 3
अब मेरे पैरों की दूर चाट
And would you believe that this is the second most ridiculous thing?
इस बच्चे को बोलो अपनी माँ का दूध पी के आए
How did the censors at Nintendo not pick this up? Like, seriously.
And now it's time for my favorite fighter, for obvious
I guess they
reasons,
probably
Don
don't expect
Flamenco.
people to translate very often.
Me llaman Don Flamenco.
So let's start with his whole bullfighting shtick. First off, matador means killer or butcher, but has become practically synonymous with the bullfighter. Ole is just any other cheer, like bravo or hooray.
Toro!
Alright, Nick. Dumb question. What does Toro mean?
Toro means bull, so it's the way that the bullfighter gets the bull's attention, by calling it a bull. Kind of like if you were to call your dog a dog. Speaking of dogs...
Yep, that's a dog.
¿Has visto, hombre, cómo enamoro a las chicas? ¿No te parece que huelo a victoria?
Oh, his toupee's
what a
been
boss.
knocked off.
Let's knock him down a peg.
Venga, venga. Vamos, vamos. ¡Ay, mamá! Venga, ven a por mí. Uy, Carmen, mi amor. Ole, bien hecho. Bien visto. Uy, mi Carmen. Mira, mira. Oh, mira esto. Fallé. Venga, mira. Pero cómo. Ay, no.
Oof.
Uy, pobre.
I should clarify. Pobre does mean poor, but when you say it in this context, it's kind of like saying, oh, you poor thing.
Ole, me has pillado. Toma. Vamos. Espera. Casi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Venga, venga.
1 2 3
¿Qué pasa? ¿Quieres más?
5
Perfecto. Aquí. ¿Será posible? ¡Ay! ¿Es que nunca has visto una rosa negra? Ah. ¡Por Carmen!
The beast wants his rose
Alright, now
back.
it's time to crack open a cool one with our boy Soda Popinski.
Я Сода Попинский я задавлю тебя
Fun fact, he used to be known as Vodka Drakinski, but they had to change it for obvious reasons. I think
Yeah.
you can guess why. Now, Soda is a man of few words, even to the point where he can fit all of his lines into a single page. Seriously, look.
Even though
That
they
is a
changed it from
small
alcohol to
page.
soda, our Russian translator has pointed out that Mr. Popinski has a bit of a drunken slur to his speech.
Похоже, тебе надо выпить, Little Mac.
I
Я
need
могу
a
победить
drink.
тебя даже одной рукой, привязанной за моей спиной. Мой любимый напиток — это победа!
Wait, what was that? My favorite drink is victory. Okay, adding the victory, what with the brewing company called Victory, that's pretty funny. And heck, I could probably beat this guy with a hand tied behind my back too.
Еще пару бутылочек. Да мое здоровье! Да мое здоровье! Моя бутылка! Как это? О, помогите! Не в этот раз!
In the words of a bridge series that I watched, that was a bitch move, Soda Popinski.
Что? Нет.
Yep.
Now it's time to finish this off with the one and the only Bold Bull.
Seni bol buldan kimse kurtaramaz.
Oh, so he's the last guy to only speak in a foreign language.
Bana da bol bul demesinler.
Weird how he calls himself Bald Bull. I mean, even Great Tiger says his name in his native language. I wonder what Bald Bull translates to in Turkish.
Kel keldi boğa.
You know what? Bald Bull rolls off the tongue better.
Yeah.
Yerim seni lan. Allah kahretsin, 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 kahretsin.
Alright, what was that? It's like an expression of anger, not a word.
Kahretsin, kahretsin, kahretsin,
The deepest, closest approximation would be damn it.
kahretsin. Bana yan bakalım, yan çakarım lan. Var mı lan bana yan bakan? Ay! Şakır da şukur, şakır da şukur, şakır da şukur. Little Mac, yani işe yaramaz Mac. Şimdi gösteririm.
It's funny that he's Bald Bull, but then he does the chicken dance.
Karavana al lan, ah be!
Just real quick, I want to call attention to this line in particular.
Hey Doc, Mac'e dayak yemeyi mi öğretiyorsun?
I seriously have no clue how some of these lines got past Nintendo censors.
Seni şamar oğlunu yapacağım.
And I think that's a good spot to leave on. Hopefully this video was educational, as well as entertaining. We both hope you had as much fun watching as we did making it. If we mistranslated something, let us know in the comments. We got some upcoming videos and reviews in the wings, so if you want to see them, you can subscribe for more.
And I think we'll leave you with one last line to learn. Take it away, Don.
Adiós.
Adios. That was very educational. It's kind of a shame that they didn't adopt Tekken's format of just adding subtitles to their dialogue, because let's be honest, Tekken characters, at least like 90% of them speak in their native languages, and all of them have subtitles. So it's kind of a shame that there's no subtitles for Punch Out. Hopefully, if and when this game gets a remaster or remake, they'll have the option to add subtitles to characters who only speak in their native language. But yeah, that was What Are They Saying in Punch Out from Dual Screens. I saw on their channel that they got more What Are They Saying from different games. If you guys want me to react to those as well, make sure this video gets enough likes. I don't know how much, but let's see how far it can go. A link to the original video is once again down in the description. Thanks again for watching, everyone, and I'll see you next time in the reaction ring.